Do you want more? More time, more balance, more love, more sex, more money, more real, and less bullshit? This is the Women Wanting More podcast with Dr. Karen Osborne. Real life, real stories, plus real tips to get you more of what you want.
So keep going, sister. Keep going, keep going, keep going, keep going. You know, there was a time when you were working through something that's very difficult in your life that you're going to feel like giving up, right? And you might be in this space right now. You might be in this space tomorrow, next week, or you've been in this place. And so, you know, if you've lived here on this earth, you've had a moment where you're going through something challenging and you just feel like giving up. And it could be something simple, right? It could be a workout. It could be something way bigger, whatever that is. But you just feel like, fuck it, I'm tapping out. I'm done. I can't do this anymore. This is too hard. And I'm going to tell you that all the work that you're doing to move towards this thing that you're trying to shift or create, or a goal you have, or something you're trying to work through or heal through, or whatever that might be, that I'm telling you right now that all of the effort that you're putting in is making an effect. And when you're in this point, when you feel like giving up, it's because you've often stopped seeing results. We'll just say that, quote unquote, results. Like you've stopped seeing the fruits of your effort. And so, you know, what happens is if we're going along something, even if it's difficult, if we're getting feedback of like, okay, this is working and this is having an effect, or this is changing, or it's happening, and maybe it's not happening the way we want it to, or the speed we want to, but we can see the progress, and so we hang in. But it's those moments when you stop seeing that you go, what's the use? What's the point? This is not going to change. I can't do this anymore. It's too hard. And just like, again, I'm out. I'm done. I give up. I quit. And I'm telling you, it is in that moment, in that fucking moment, when the shift will come. And so what is it? What is it? It's almost this energy, and I'll tell you what it is. And this has been my experience when I work with my clients, and I've experienced this personally, even recently, where it's kind of like when you want something so badly, right? You've got that death grip on it. Like, I will make this happen. I must make this happen. And if this doesn't happen, or if this thing doesn't come to fruition, then it has this meaning to it. And if this thing doesn't happen, or this goal doesn't manifest, or this thing doesn't shift and change and heal, or whatever it is, then it'll mean, you know, fill in the blank, whatever. And it's going to be something really dark and negative. My life is over. I can't go on anymore. All these terrible things will happen in my life, right? Like you've attached such this thing where you're like, you know, you want it so bad. It's like you're holding on to it too tightly. And I know I've used this analogy again, but I'm going to use it again because it's a good one. So, you know what it was like when you were like, and it could just be even as an adult, you've had this experience, right? But certainly we had the experience where we've either been this kid or we've had this kid come up to us that really, 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 really wants to be our friend. Or we've done this and we really, really, really want to be somebody's friend, and we try too hard, or that kid tries too hard. And because there's such it's like it reeks of desperation, right? It reeks of like neediness, that all the effort is actually not creating an attraction, it's creating repulsion. Like we don't want that person to be near us because we can feel that, right? Like no one wants to be around that desperation or, you know, neediness, right? That like over attachment. And so what happens is when we're at that point where we're not seeing those results, it can't just be that it's time, right? It's time. It can also be that we're not really present, so we're not even seeing the results as they're coming forward, or we have an expectation or an attachment as to what it's going to look like. If it doesn't look like it's in this box, but it's kind of like the box, it's got some pieces of it, but it's not the box, so therefore I suck, or it's failing, or it's not working. So we're unable to really be present and see the wins as they're coming in and to see the miracles as they're coming in because we have this attachment as to what we think it's quote unquote supposed to look like. So it can be that. It can be just time, right? But it can also be this, which is having such a chokehold, like white knuckle. Let's see how many analogies I can get. Like, like you're just like, again, the death grip, like, I must have this happen. That the universe goes, dude, too much. You gotta detach. Like, it is this fine line of knowing what you want, having a clear vision for it, and then unattaching to the outcome. Right? It's such a paradox. It's such a, what do you mean? But I want this thing, but you're saying don't want this thing? No, I'm saying want this thing. Have the vision, know why it matters to you, see it happening, be in a space of gratitude, of almost like it's already there. It just hasn't manifested yet, right? It's just not showing up in this reality world. But yet you unattach to it. Right? You let go of the chokehold, the death grip. And so what happens often, the moment where you go, screw it, I give up. That is when you let go. That's when you unattach. And often you're not really giving up. You're just in a point of frustration or anger or upset in some way or in a really dark place where you're like, fuck it, this will never happen. And so you actually unattach, right? In that moment you unattach. And I am telling you with clients, with myself, over and over and over again, suddenly, boom, there's a message. Something happens. You'll get some, what's the word I'm looking for? Not justification. You'll get some message somehow in some way. And you might even go, well, that's weird that came in. No, it's not weird. There's no such thing as a coincidence in life. That's BS. That is ego. That is your analytical side trying to figure stuff out. No, these are messages coming in from your guides, from your angles, from your angles. From your angels. Flip that L and that E. From your angels, from God, from universe, from source, from the divine. That is saying, you got this. And I got you, boo. It's okay. You needed something? We're going to throw you a bone right now to let you know that you are on the right track. It's okay. Do not give up. Do not give up. It's coming. So, I don't know how you needed this message today, but I know how you needed this message today. Do not give up. Surrender, which is accept what is happening right now with whatever the situation is in your life. Surrender to it, which simply means I accept what's happening right now. I might not be happy with it, but I surrender to it right now, right? I accept reality. I don't go, oh, but this shouldn't be happening, or it's not justified. It's not just, it's wrong. It's like, and that person and this situation and fuck me. And, okay, you're resisting. You're pushing up against the reality of what really is. And that equates to suffering, according to Byron Katie, right? When you resist reality, you will always lose. You will create suffering. You cannot be happy about it. You can be sad about it. You can feel pain. But suffering definitely is a choice. And listen, we've all been there before, right? This isn't about like, oh God. I mean, how many people do I have that reach out to me and kind of feel or apply to coach with me or clients and kind of go like, I thought I was past this. I remember working with a coach a couple of years ago and having the same conversation. I thought I was past this stuff. And he kind of just chuckled. I was just like, Karen, it's going to constantly kind of be the game. Like you're constantly in that place of, checking yourself. You get better at over time. I also find it funny when people often will say to me, because they know that, fitness movement is a big part of my life. It's always been that for me. And somehow think that if you've been doing this for a long period of time, that it gets like easier. No, the commitment gets stronger, but as far as other times that I don't feel like working out or doing things, hell yes. It's a choice and it's a decision every single day. And so just like it is a choice to continue, it is a choice to say, I will get up and keep doing the things that are moving me closer towards it, even if I can't see the results yet. And I'm going to unattach. And I'm going to trust in this. And I'm going to stay focused on my vision. But I'm going to let go of my death grip. I'm holding it. I'm holding the space for it to drop in. But I'm not going to be attached. I'm not going to be attached to the time it's going to take. I'm not going to be attached to how it's going to look. I'm going to just be open to all the possibilities that are out there. Because there may even be a possibility and an outcome that I don't even know is possible yet. So if I only have tunnel vision as to how I think it's supposed to look, I will never be able to be open to something that maybe is better than I can even imagine right now. So this message today is for you, sister, to keep going, to not stop, to keep going. And if you are really at a point where this message is really landing with you and you're at such a crisis and such like a, God, I've been like trying and like, I need help, right? I need help. I'm ready to create this change in my life. I'm ready to, be open to really learning and receiving the tools I need to have to move through this difficult time in my life right now. Then you need to apply to coach with me, because there is only one spot that is left for this one-on-one coaching that I keep saying is the summer coaching program, but it will go into the fall as well. It's 3 months. There's one spot left. This is a very, very intimate coaching experience with me that I've never had before. I've never created, which is you literally have me 24/7. And so I have clients that are messaging me outside of the times that we connect in on a regular basis every single week, so that we can create this momentum, so we can move forward. So there's no because a lot of stuff happens in between the times that we connect on our weekly calls. And so as opposed to waiting for that, I really was like, let me just really test this. Let me make myself available. Of course, I'm not going to get up in the middle of the night, and clients know that as well too, right? There's times I'm with my kids, I'm getting ready for school or camps, that kind of thing. But outside of that, I'm really there for these women. And because it is so intimate, and because it does require a lot of my energy, and I need it to be really clear and focused, it can't be scattered with a ton of women. So it's literally 3 spots. But I'm testing this now and may continue. We'll kind of see, as spots open up, that might, if a woman is finishing her 3 months and she's kind of done at that point, or wants to kind of continue on. I mean, there might be kind of an opening spot that's there at times, but right now, 1 spot, 1. So here's what you need to do to apply to coach with me for this very, very special program that I've created just a few months ago. You need to email me, drkarenosburn@gmail.com, DrKarenosburn, so Dr. Karen Osburn, my name, @gmail.com, and say, Karen, I would like to apply. I will connect with you that day and let you know the next step in the process. But get on it, sister. I'm telling you, it's going to go this last spot, and you will miss out. So if you were kind of really feeling this right now, you're resonating with this message, maybe you've been hearing, this is like the 10th time you've been hearing me talk about this, you're like, oh God, something's telling you to jump and to move, even if you're scared and you don't know how and all that stuff. This is the time. So email me, drkarenosburn@gmail.com. So I will talk to you on the next episode, sister. A life of more really is one step away from realizing that you just got to keep going every single day. I love and appreciate you.
To get the show notes of each Women Wanting More episode, including the How to Get More tip, subscribe to the newsletter at drkarenosburn.com/newsletter.